think in a lot of cases they go at it the wrong way. Today on our show, we're going to be talking about how to maintain good health with simple tips, focusing on the right things, and then looking at certain aspects of health that you might not normally in order to get the best out of your body. So, welcome tonight. If you jump on tonight, please give us a thumbs up, share the material, and like our page at Doc Soil CBD and Tally Chiropractic. We appreciate you continuing to follow us on Fridays and hope that you're enjoying our programs. Tonight, my goal is to extend kind of what we talked about last week on wellness and overall health. I think people make improving their health, staying healthy, and getting in shape too difficult in some cases. So, tonight, the first thing that we're going to talk about is how you can simplify your health routine. If you simplify your routine, you can make it doable, you can make it consistent, and you can get the rewards that you want. So, like I said, how do you simplify your health? Well, the first thing is know what you're trying to do, know what's healthy, and then make it something, like I said, that you can do consistently. So, for instance, if you're trying to improve your weight or lose weight, I have people get on all these very difficult routines with regards to diet and then exercise. And they start out, they work out 6 to 7 days a week. They do these abnormally long programs. And then they cut their calories or restrict their meals so much that at first their body goes into this shock, they get injured, and they don't have success. And I see this over and over and over again. So, what I think is important is simplifying things. Don't make it more complicated than it is. So, if you want to lose weight, what you've got to keep in mind is that you've got to take in less than you're expending and do that consistently over a period of time. And if you do that consistently, no matter whether you do a high protein diet, a low carb diet, a no sugar diet, you name it, if you stay more active than you are putting in, you will lose weight. And if you do the opposite, you will gain weight. So what I say is find something that works for you. Keep your portions small. Be sensible. Eat protein, good quality protein. Make sure that you get plenty of fats, and then minimize your sugar. And if you like fasting, go with the simple fasting program. People are having real success losing weight with fasting and this thing called intermittent fasting. Usually it's on an 18-hour fast window, and then you have a window where you eat. It's really great for, in my opinion, getting that ball rolling. But really, when it comes down to eating habits, losing weight, and overall just improving your health, I think simplicity is the key. And finding something that works for you. Also, I do think it's still important to look at calories. If your calories are out of control, you can easily bring them down. And it's an easy way to kind of see what you're getting in. Now, I know there's all kinds of people out there who say you have to do keto or you have to do these other things. I don't believe that because I've been successful with weight loss on multiple different types of programs. And in my mind, you're never going to do anything forever. I think that you find things that work for a while, you get yourself into a good groove, you stay with them for as long as you can, and then once you go off, a lot of times you find some other things. Sometimes you got to reset and things. But the bottom line is you need to set up some real simple rules with regards to your eating habits if you're trying to lose weight. Eat less portions, eat less frequently, and eat cleaner, natural foods. Eat lots of vegetables. Minimize your fruit, in my opinion. I don't think you need lots of fruit, but have a good protein base. I like chicken, so I eat a lot of chicken. But you can mix it up. There are plenty of lean meats out there. And then also know that there's no problem with having some fat in your diet. Your body needs fat. The biggest culprit in my mind with people not successful with losing weight is they don't realize what they are putting in their body. They don't realize the extra sugar. They don't realize the snack that they grabbed. They don't realize. And so they don't count. So then they look at the end of the week and they say, oh, I did great. I ate this for lunch. People tell me all the time what they ate when they're trying to lose weight. What you need to tell me is what you didn't eat. Really, I mean it. But the truth is, simplify, simplify, simplify. And that goes the same for exercise. People get into these things where they have to, you're not likely going to be the next great athlete if you're my age or even really 10 years younger. You're probably not going to be a professional athlete. And this thing that you're getting ready for is not going to probably change your life. So what I suggest for people is finding things that they like to do with regards to exercise. Movement is the key to exercise. Your body doesn't know whether you do CrossFit, whether you do Dawson's Dawson's boot camp. I can't talk, but your body doesn't know. What it does know is that you are moving properly. And if you move properly, and move consistently, you can also improve your health, improve your weight loss. So, like I said, get yourself simple habits. Do them consistently, and you will see reward. With regards to weight loss from a simple weight loss standpoint, like I said, get rid of the sugary drinks, increase healthy calories, not bad calories with your sugar and things, and you'll notice a big difference. Don't drink sodas. All those types of things are really important. But on a whole, it's looking at things that are going to benefit you and making good choices. In my opinion, the real problem with losing weight is not what you're doing, it's what you're thinking about in here. Because people's thoughts in there usually get them off track and make them less successful with weight loss or even attaining better health. So that's the first thing. Simplify your routine. Don't complicate it. Set up simple habits daily, do them regularly, and then check to see if you're getting the results that you want. If you're not, modify and try again. Consistency, consistency, consistency. So that's the first thing to improve your health. Simplify your health routine and habits. The second thing, and I kind of hit on this just a second ago, I think that your mindset and mental health determines, in most cases, how you look at your health and how you feel about your health. And so if your mind isn't clear, if in between your ears isn't working like it should, and your mindset's bad, you got a bad mental attitude, you're suffering from depression, you're suffering from anxiety, you're suffering from all these things, then your general health level is going to suffer. So focus on getting your mind right. There are so many ways out there to get mental health help. But the first key, in my opinion, with regards to mental health is accepting that you're struggling. I don't think people are real honest with themselves. They say that 1 in 4 people have mental health struggles, and I think that number is probably even a little low. I think people just are not honest with how much problems that they have in between this here. And if you can keep that working right, if you can keep motivated and stay in that frame of mind, you're going to do much better. So, like I said, first thing first is admit you got a problem. Second thing is talk to someone, talk to a friend, talk to a counselor, get a psychologist, get a psychiatrist. Those are all options. And just because you get them doesn't mean that you have to do everything that they say either. People get in these ideals that, doctors or these people are gods, and they're giving you this information that is absolute. When I go to the doctor, I listen to the doctor, and if I like what he says and I think it makes sense to me, then I do it, or I try to apply it. And I think that you should use that with your mental health, regimen, and trying to find something that works for you. Because when you're talking to someone, when you're getting these things out in the open, it's got to be someone that you're comfortable with. And sometimes you got to go through a few people. You got to talk to a few people. Sometimes it's your friend. Sometimes it's your mom. Sometimes it's whatever. But the idea is you got to get that mental health game straight before you can get your physical health on board, in my opinion. And so it takes work. Talk to someone, admit you got a problem. And then once you've done that, there are other things to add in. Like I said, I talk a lot about CBD and benefiting with anxiety. There's all these other natural type of things coming out with regards to psilocybin with mental health. There's a lot of good medications out there that are sometimes needed with these mental health disorders. But my thing is, if you struggle, it will be a constant battle, and you have to get some way to arm yourself to deal with it. And one of the ways to do so is talking to people. Another way is medication and/or natural medications. Another way is exercise. Exercise, in my opinion, is one of the best ways to curb your anxiety. I get the best results with HIIT type of training, or high intensity interval training, for anxiety relief, so to speak. I find that if I work out real hard and intensely for about 15 to 20 minutes, my anxiety is gone. Now, not to say that it won't come back, but it is minimized for that time being. I can go on, I can continue to function and go throughout my day. Whereas in some cases, you can't exercise, so you have to use something else. And I've had success with, like I said, CBD and some of these other cannabinoids really helping to minimize anxiety when you can't exercise or you can't do these other natural things. So get your mind right. Another thing that I have found beneficial for myself personally with regards to getting mental health improvement: start writing things down. Journal. Remind yourself how you're feeling. Remind yourself of the good days. Remind yourself of the bad days. All these things can make a real difference with your overall success, with getting your head back into the right frame of mind. So, now that we're working on our mental health and we're getting it under control, we've simplified our routine, we can now focus on actual physical type of things or internal type of things that might be beneficial. And so, one of the things that I've found for a lot of people that I find problems with, or that have problems, is when you're trying to get healthy, one of the things that seems to continually show up is people that suffer with gut health, stomach problems, and those type of things. And so if you suffer those type of things, then I think that getting the gut and your gut health under control is so important. Because what they're showing is, if your gut health is poor, then it creates poor mental health. It creates the inability to absorb food. It creates your inability to have energy, and all kinds of things. So they say that there's just a real connection with the brain and the rest of the body with your gut health. So There are some real things that you can do to improve your gut health. One is just going to a much cleaner diet in general. Um, One of the simplest ways to see if it is good for you is if it is grown. If it is a grown food and not made synthetically and pushed with all these chemicals and things, your body and your gut is going to tolerate it better. Um, Also, with regards to your gut health, in a lot of cases, it has a poor what's called gut flora, and so you've got to improve that gut flora with good bacteria. They say that a lot of different some of the cultures of yogurt and things are good for it, but what I found is cannabinoids such as CBG, CBD, and those type of things, and THC for that matter, can be very good for improving your overall gut health and minimizing any dysfunction. So that's what I would focus on: improving your routine, improving your mental health, and then looking at your gut for problems with regards to overall health if you're still struggling. Because if the gut, like I said, is not functioning right, not processing food right, then you're not going to have much success there. So, those are the three main things that I really wanted to talk about. If you have any questions tonight, uh, feel free to drop them below. My goal, like I said, is to really be able to just give you guys some information that I hope is beneficial. If you are on a journey to better health, if you're on a journey to better weight, if you're on a journey to um, any of those type of things, I think that it is really important to have a good game plan. And so those three things are some simple starting points with trying to improve your overall health level. So hopefully those things are helpful. Um, and if you have specific questions, like I said, we'd be glad to help you out here in our office at Tally Chiropractic. If you have specific questions about cannabinoids and that type of thing, that's also something that we can really answer, whether it would be something that would be worth starting with yourself. So, other than that, if no one has any other questions tonight, uh, hope everyone has a great weekend. We've got a lot of great upcoming shows. I'm going to be having some guests on here in the next couple of weeks and talking more about general health. We're going to be talking about your posture, and then I'm going to really ramp up our cannabinoid knowledge here soon. So stay tuned and continue to follow us. We appreciate it. Be well. See you next week.